I've often been asked by my friends how I managed to make such lovely mince pies. It's a recipe handed down from my grandmother, and it's a recipe that my mother and I have made every year for many years on Christmas Eve. So today I'm going to show you how to make it. My grandmother would have used probably butter or lard, but I'm using Trex for mine. First of all, I'd preheat the oven, 220 degrees, gas mark 7. Then I'd measure out the flour, add the fat, chop really well. Secret of a really good pastry is to handle as little as possible and to use really cold ingredients. Rub in as quickly as you can using your fingertips until the mixture resembles fine breadcrumbs. Add ice cold water slowly to your recipe, then mix your dough with a knife until the mixture starts to come together in the bowl. Gather into a ball, making sure you gather all the spare mixture together. Place onto a floured surface. Knead your dough so it looks smooth. Then flouring your rolling pin, roll out your dough so that it is really thin. Move it around as much as you can to prevent it from sticking. And using a greased bun tin, cut out circles slightly bigger than the size of the holes in the bun tin. Fill each case with 1 teaspoon of mincemeat. Be very careful that you don't overfill, as the heat will cause them to leak in the oven. Gather the remainder of your pastry together, remembering to handle as little as possible, and then roll out so that you can make the lids of your mince pies. Using a slightly smaller cutter, cut out your lids, rub them with cold water and place them on the top. This will help them to seal. Now bring your fork and seal the edges. Oops, that one didn't want to go. There you go. Dip your fork into flour and it will help the sealing process. Pierce the top of each of your mince pies. This will help the steam to escape. Then brush with milk, which will help your pastry become golden in the oven. Place in the middle of a hot oven for approximately 15 minutes until the pastry is golden. Remove from the oven and allow to cool. After about 10 minutes, sprinkle your mince pies with some icing sugar. Just to get the fine icing sugar, I've actually used an old tea strainer, but you can use what you like. Delicious, served with cups of tea, and you can also store them in an airtight container for up to 3 days, and they're also suitable for freezing.